Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. The interior of this car is an absolute disgrace, primarily because I've just been to the tip doing some home renovation and a lot of rubbish to get rid of, and oh my lord. Yep, believe it or not, I actually put dust sheet coverings down as well, but you know, this is what happens when you use a family car as a tried vehicle. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you how I do a good thorough clean of an interior, and we're going to start with a vacuum. So we're going to start with a few different tools for vacuuming. So we're going to use a fairly, it's not hard but it's quite firm brush. I've also got the brush attachments for the vacuum. That's going to be doing for all around the plastics. We don't want to use this because we're going to scratch it. And a crevice tool, probably the most efficient and handy tool you can have for vacuum interiors. Right, I'm going to stop waffling, let's get cleaning. I've got the detailing brush. Now, when it comes to brushing the fabrics, try and get it in one direction away from the rest of the panel that you're working on. No point in brushing it this way because it means I've then got to clean this all over again. Guys, when it comes to cleaning down gaps like in there and that incredibly tight gap down there, this is the tool you need. This is from Valet Pro. Not the cheapest thing in the world, they're about £11-12, but that really does get down into the little gaps. Not particularly wide, reasonably stiff, but not stiff enough to worry you. And wow, it does not move the dirt. Just have your end of the vacuum at the end of your sweep to catch all the dust. It's a decent piece of kit, highly recommended. So, 45 minutes has now passed. That was a lot of dust. Now it's time to get all the hard surfaces clean. You don't need to go crazy here as well, just good old APC. Now, depending on the severity of the ingrained dirt, in this case it's surface, I'm just going to spray a bit onto a cloth, wipe it off, take a dry cloth, wipe it again, and it's ready for dressing. Some cars are absolutely dreadful, so you would actually spray your APC in, use a detailing brush, work it into the plastic grain. Might have to do it a couple of times as well, and then again wipe with a clean cloth. But like I said, for today it's surface, so we don't really need to go crazy. This is also another important part of keeping your car well maintained, because when you do need to do a fairly deep clean like this, it makes it a lot easier. So literally prime the tail with APC. That's torque from Quattro Automotive at about 8:1. Little piece on the plastic, you can give it a few seconds if you like just to work it in. Then what? Don't worry about getting it on the glass, because we will be dressing the glass later. Not much on the cloth either, that's pretty good. And quite literally just take a dry towel again, just removing the excess if there is any. Right, repeat the process on everything hard, plastic and dusty. Not really rocket science, is it? So now I thought I'd introduce you to probably one of the greatest bargains in detailing history. That fella right there is a Parkside spray wet extraction machine. It's from Lidl supermarket, so everybody in the UK knows what Lidl is. It was £59. Comes with a full-size wand as well, so you can do the carpets in your house, but obviously I brought this for doing cars, so it's just got the normal upholstery attachment. Does it compare to something like the Karcher professional machine? No, of course it doesn't. It was 60 quid, but it does a really good job. Pretty sure it's a 15 litre capacity stainless steel drum, twin motors, so you've got a motor for your pump and a motor for the vacuum, and I'm going to be pairing it up with, you know very well what I'm going to pair it up with. I've done a review on this stuff before. It is amazing. It is Poorboys Carpet and Upholstery Cleaner. I've got 2 litres of lukewarm water in there with 30ml of product. I've left it a couple of minutes to dissolve because it is quite a concentrated formula, and that's actually quite a high ratio, but I want to make sure that these seats are clean because they absolutely stink after going to the tip. Let's get shampooing, shall we? So just to get everything sort of going, I've already got a trigger bottle with some of that solution I mixed up for the wet vac, and I'm just going to lightly mist the surface just to give it a little bit of a head start. Today I'm not going to be doing the carpets. The carpets have escaped fairly unscathed, so I'm just going to concentrate on the seats for the purpose of this video. And of course, don't forget about what lies underneath the mats as well. That includes the pedals, a little bit of APC, detailing brush on the pedals, and wipe them bad boys clean. Under no circumstances whatsoever do you put any form of dressing on pedals. It's just going to be a recipe for disaster. That also goes for floor mats. The last thing you want is something slippy under your foot, especially around controls. That looks better, doesn't it? And now we're almost on home straight, so it's time to dress. You know what I'm going to use, I'm not even going to introduce it. Again, reviewed it before, think it's amazing. Directly onto an applicator this time. Stand up, let's just have a quick dab. Spread it all over the surface you want to be treated. Off we go. Easy on. Click lock, easy off. And as I've always stated before, check my hand, nice and clean. My hand is still nice and clean, and it is clean as well. Brilliant product. Just going to chime in with a quick tip for you guys. When you're doing your interiors, release the handbrake. Make sure there's something behind the back wheel so it doesn't roll back, because there is always dust in there. Don't let yourself down, guys. Release your handbrake, get your brush in there. Look at that. Happy customer is a happy detailer. So, 2.5 hours down. That thing is absolutely amazing. The interior of the car is now fresh, clean, and it doesn't smell like a sewer anymore. I'm just going to show you actually. Look at that. While I was cleaning. Damn it. It just proves to you that this car does get dirty, because there has been a couple of comments. And it's only been, I don't know, 4 days since this last wash. It does get used. Anyway, stop waffling, Craig. Shall we have a look? There we go. Far cry from what it looked like, isn't it? Now, the combination of that machine, the Parkside wet extraction vacuum, and the Poorboys carpet and upholstery cleaner, it's done an amazing job. The seats are super clean. They smell really good. The mats have come up absolutely brilliantly. The obligatory detailer stripes, of course. Door cards all look excellent with the natural look. Don't forget, guys, cars have got boots and they deserve a bit of love too. So, gone is the dusty old carpet underlay that was once in there. And of course, dressing all around there as well. I have done the glass. I've done it off camera though, because you guys have seen me do glass loads of times before, and it's boring. Back of the seats are looking good. My obligatory junk in here. If you've got kids, you know exactly what I mean. Again, the mats come up brilliantly. Seats are looking superb. Natural look all the way around the trim, as well as the door panels. It just smells so good. And it looks good. Looks really good. So there you go, guys. If you've ever wondered how I do an interior detail, that's exactly what it is. And like I said, about 2.5 hours, so if you add a wash and the wax onto it as well, total service is around about 3, maybe 4 hours. So, any recommendations? Absolutely. The natural look and the carpet and upholstery cleaner, amazing. Really, really good stuff. This little thing now, for 60 quid, just don't even think about it. Go ahead and buy it. I mean, there are a couple of downsides to it. The tank itself is only 3 litres. I've gone through 6 litres doing the interior of that, but it lifts off quite easily. Let's have a look at the colour of the water that it's... can't really see, can you? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, it's the obvious yellow colour that the product was, but that's looking decidedly greener than you. Oh, look in the bumper there. And my car is well maintained, very well maintained. Guys, I'm now up to 213 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. Thank you ever so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. Please continue to share my videos. I know you're all doing it and you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe, because a YouTuber really does need some subscribers to start getting popular, and I really want to get this channel moving. Thanks ever so much, guys. Look after yourselves, and above all, keep it shiny. Thank you.